Alright. Is this Huygens? No, that's Huygens 4. Oh, fuck. Alright, this is gonna be a big one. Strap in. I might have to end today's session after this, or maybe 4. We'll see. Cesium, that's nice. Lead, copper, chlorine. No! Not fucking oceans. Oh my god. Great. What the fuck? Filters. Amazing. Sorry, for some reason I saw... Oh my god. All the things. Oh, hello there, bud. Actually looking fairly Earth-like. For once. Do they still not have any creatures that have, like... Do they got any creatures that have, you know, fur? Oh, dude, you know, that's one thing. I almost, like, I don't know. I really like science fantasy. I want to have a science fantasy setting, and, like, the stuff that I do, the game that I make, the comics that I draw, the stories that I tell. Not to say that that can't happen, but, like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to have different vibes. Like, one artist, Vermeer, adopts... I guess, I don't know if I would necessarily describe their art style as Sonic-like. It's definitely not like Sonic, but I guess in some senses, maybe. One thing is, I mean, they're obviously all anthro characters. I don't know if I've seen a human in Vermeer's style. I'm not 100% sure if I'm pronouncing that right also. I hope I am. They seem like an amazing person. That is Virmir. They're a fox with a magnificent cape and even more magnificent eyebrows. A gray fox. And they also like fire. Magic. They are the embodiment of the fireball wizard, to be frank. The main thing is that a lot of the times characters do not have clothes. And it kind of has a more cartoony, I don't know, sort of less serious vibe, I guess. I kind of love the idea of that. But I also, I don't know, clothes are one way to get a lot of character, a lot of personality across as well. And that's not to say that there are no clothes on these characters, but usually, like, I want to say not really pants. Usually shirts or a cape or something like that. But yeah. The idea, and I don't know, I guess it could be multiple things. I can have multiple universes, and that would be a fun one to do. I don't know, I just there doesn't always need to be a Rylu, but there should probably always be a Rylu, just because I like the idea of that. Having a setting where it's just like a planet, yes, you live in a science fantasy universe, but you've been basically stranded on a planet with a bunch of other people, maybe by some not omnipotent, but like practically omnipotent force, are being contained there as a planet-sized zoo. Holy fuck, man! God damn it! Oh, I made my stupid fucking chair. I'm not gonna complain about my stupid fucking chair. In terms of, posture. It's what I love to see. Random, inexplicable frame drops. Baby. Oh, I was kind of hoping I wasn't gonna level up for a while. Oh, well. Yo, how is this the coast? What? Oh, this is... I see. Alright, gotta go west. Gotta go west! Gotta go west! Gotta go wester. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I guess I should say, after I finish my chips, my chippies, oh jeez. I hit space multiple times and nothing happened. This is great. We'll say that I have been like rethinking exactly what I want to do I think basically what I want to do for like my comic ideas and stuff, I want to have this whole backstory. Rylu from a different dimension gets pulled into this dimension, does all this stuff, has all these interactions, and the idea is that at some point, like, basically he gets his own spaceship and is like a space traveler. And that's what he does. That's the kind of dude he is. And then he gets into a bunch of shenanigans and gets transformed into whatever, and eventually gets, at some point gets, you know, saved or turns back off screen or whatever. Alright. You know, that's also, but yeah, I guess sorry, just thinking about, like, you know, why the fuck do we have these, sorry, you know, I also want to, like, not swear as much, not because I do think it's really stupid, honestly, like, you know, oh, you shouldn't use these words, oh, it's, like, mean to use these words or whatever, and it's like, I mean, that's the point. Like, if I'm using them, I am expressing an emotion that, like, is, you know, like, by me using it, I am further identifying the emotion that I'm trying to get across. Now, using it just, like, every other sentence, you know, like, sure, it nulls the point of it or whatever, the edge of it or whatever, but, I don't know, I think it's a lot of being, like, scared of a word. And it's like, it just, I don't know. Like, it's a weird thing. Sorry, so, why do we have sea creatures when we don't interact with the sea any more than this? Because 9 times out of 10, when you go into the water, it's like, oh, you're gonna die if you stay in here for, like, more than 2 seconds. I don't know. And I don't think many people at Bethesda know. It was like, you know, wouldn't it be nice if they had, like, some updates or something, or some DLCs that would expand on it? And you know what, I don't, and, like, if they do, they don't have any plans for it. I don't know where I was going with it, necessarily. What I wanted to say was that, you know, I need to watch the Fallout TV show. Seen a few clips here and there. And yeah, I'm curious. Mainly because I'm like, why would they, I don't know. Like, how much does it align with Fallout is the main thing. How much of a Fallout series for Fallout fans is it, you know? I think, like, you know, I guess there's a lot of ways to interpret that. Like, here's a story that you would never see, like, getting played out by, you know, in-game. Like, for whatever reason, it just doesn't work as well in-game. That's one way to think of it. Another is like, hey, we're gonna tell this story and it's going to feel like a Fallout adventure, you know? Which I think that is more, I think people have said that it at least captures that vibe somewhat, so you know, that's cool. Time to go somewhere else. Swamp. Get out, Hemi, swamp. But yeah, I wonder if they could do an Elder Scrolls series. Because you have to think that Bethesda... Fallout isn't Bethesda's. Like, okay, sure, I'm sure that there are Black Isle Studio people who moved over to Bethesda at some point with Fallout 3. You know, and Obsidian Entertainment also was a decent amount of Black Isle Studios people. You know, cool. I'm sure they had some say with some stuff. I know Chris Avalon, my understanding is Chris Avalon didn't like the Fallout TV show, and like, he's kind of a big name in terms of Fallout, so that is certainly one thing that I'm also curious about. Not to say that he's be-all end-all or anything, right? Frankly, if you like it, I don't know, if you like something and somebody else doesn't like it, then, like, whatever. You know, maybe, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe you say something that makes the person appreciate it more. Maybe they have a point that actually, like, looking at it makes you appreciate it less. Or, you know, like, yeah, you know what, this is a thing that it is lacking in. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you like it, then you like it. But, yeah. Like, for instance, like, I will say, actually, like, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, or the Kenobi series, I saw a comparison between it and some fight scenes, between it and, Andor. And, holy shit, yeah, no, like, it made me appreciate some attention to detail that Andor had, and, yeah, kind of made me think, like, yeah, Kenobi... Yeah, there is kind of a lack of thought that went into some of this. Like, there are things that it could have definitely done better. Like, mainly, I can't remember their name, but there was a character who at one point just literally, like, bitch-slapped a stormtrooper and knocked them out, even though they were in full armor, and it's like, in the Kenobi series, and it's like, that's not how that works. Or, I would seriously hope that's not how that works. Then, like, in Andor, the first scene is a very detailed, thing where all of the choreography, like, there is a purpose between all of the choreography. And, like, a narrative purpose, not an aesthetic purpose. And, you know, like, it's a detail that, like, I definitely did not fully appreciate. But, it's one of those things that, like, when you do it right, you don't notice it. And when you do it wrong, it is very noticeable. So, yeah. But yeah. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. What kind of a... Oh, this is just a classic ghost!
I got this. I'm going for help.
It is just a classic ghost. Oh, the thing that the thing that the will-o-wisp is based off of. Oh. Sorry. It does make me a little nostalgic, I gotta admit. We'll say, I mentioned, like, hey, like a Starfield, doing a Starfield series on custom ships, would be an interesting thing to me. And, I mean, I still think that could be. As of late, I feel like I've had a creative slump. I don't know, it sucks. I believe an artist's block is what they call it. Probably. And yeah, it sucks. I can get, like, I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know. But, like, for ships, I just don't care. Right now, I don't care, but, like, maybe by, you know, get done with Galactic Guide, come back to it, you know, a couple years later, a bunch of new mods come out. Maybe. I absolutely have seen some absolutely fantastic ones on the r/Starfield ships. If you're a part of that, if you make a bunch of ships for it, then, yo, I mean, all the more power to you. It is great. And it is a thing. Again, I'm not like 100% a fan of everything they've done with the balance of everything in this game. Some of it is certainly subjective, personal opinion stuff, which I think is valid in its own right. But yeah. I am wondering. It's gonna be a thing, though. CitizenCon. Because I will say that one of the things, hype is a dangerous thing, and hype is a thing that you need to manage if you're going to release a product. I mean, just in general, but especially with video games. Because god damn it, like, CitizenCon 2023, I was ecstatic. I was super fucking hyped. I was excited, as was a lot of people. It was really easy to get super hyped. We're like, yeah, we have a bunch of things. They're like, you know, we had to develop these for Squadron 42, you know, and, you know, we're gonna try and get all of them. We're gonna try and get all of them in by next 12 months, which a lot of people assumed meant, like, next year. And it might end up being next year, not 12 months, because, you know, 12 months ends, you know, I don't know exactly when, but, you know, CitizenCon, so, you know, like, and it basically, they haven't gotten half of the stuff, like, literally, have not, are, like, right at the halfway mark, and it's like, yeah, now, like, and it just ends up feeling like, and yeah, they just hyped it up, and then it feels like not really anything happened. And it's like, well, Yeah, that's what happens when you don't manage expectations well. Or you don't manage hype very well. And it's like, probably, there's, and again, like, I think that, I do think that, the Overdrive Initiative thing, like, really broke me. Like, really broke me. Like, if Overdrive Initiative had, like, had a better reward, I might have genuinely been, like, much more optimistic and much more excited. But now I'm like, listen, your word is shit. I don't care. Show it to me in game, or it's not happening, or it's like, frankly, or I don't care about it. I'm not gonna say it's not real. And like, I don't know, somebody will be like, oh, that's stupid, like, they have the progress, they've got the monthly reports, they've got ISC, they've got the sneak peeks, and I'll tell you fucking what. Okay, they got the sneak peeks, everything that makes it into the sneak peeks, everything in the sneak peeks makes it to the game eventually. Alright, 2019. Sneak peek of Klaus and Werner weapon attachments. Where the fuck are the Klaus and Werner weapon attachments? You know where they are? Not in game. Why? I don't fucking know. Why don't I fucking know? Because their communication could be better. And actually, why? I don't know. Again, communication could be better. I can only guess. Like, hey, maybe, like, for whatever reason they decided they didn't want to finish it, or they wanted to take a look back at it or something, or they took resources, the people who were working on it got moved over to something, and maybe it just literally got forgotten about. Maybe, I don't know. I almost feel like they could say, by the way, we're actually going to take out all the FPS stuff in Star Citizen, and there would be people who are like, yeah, and it's like, it does kind of feel like it maybe, like, isn't actually going in that direction. That'd be fucking stupid. But it does feel like the FPS stuff is kind of getting shafted, and it is kind of like, I don't know, that is kind of honestly how I feel. Especially with, like, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm realizing I've been walking around for fucking ever and not seeing anything. It looks good, I guess, is like a thing I could say. But god damn it, what was I gonna fucking say? Many things to look at. Oh, I was gonna say something. Oh, I don't know. We'll say, though, that at least in Star Citizen, and I don't know what exploration... I guess I don't know what exploration actually looks like in Star Citizen. Maybe they will have stupid fucking POIs that you have to go and, like, scan, and maybe it'll be just a copy of this, but I hope it isn't. Like, frankly, I would hope that the exploration... I mean, maybe, yes, like, going and exploring And like spelunking, getting, you know, boots on the ground, you know, getting dirty and such. Yeah, that would be good. I could be doing a better job of exploring here. Keeping track of everything, at least. Oh yeah, I would hope that exploration in Star Citizen is just go to a planet and do some scans. Maybe like fly in the atmosphere and do some scans. Maybe land and do some scans. But not like get out of your ship and hand scan something. At least like maybe you have to do that because you don't have like an exploration ship. And you don't have the range or something. And again, like some spelunking. But not for the sake of getting like this sort of data. I would hope that this is a sort of thing that you can do just from your ship. So it is a more reasonable, so it actually respects your time. I'm gonna go for the ecology feature. Sorry about that bump. God. I feel like the hair in front of my face. I'm tired of shit. I'm tired of shit. That's the takeaway from this. Seriously hope this is... Still gotta find 2 fucking other species of animal. Lovely, lovely. I gotta remember Dakaran. Would be funny if I just completely forgot. And what else? I will say, right now I'm listening to the Deus Ex theme. Classic OG Deus Ex, by the way. And, dude. I cannot wait to get into Invisible War. So my current thing is I played Deus Ex, and then I'm gonna go to, and then I went to Final Fantasy 13, which I'm still on, and I don't know how much I'm gonna do for 13. I want to do obviously the base game, and I don't know if I want to 100% the post game. we'll see. But point is, Deus Ex. I want to do Deus Ex, Final Fantasy 13, Deus Ex Invisible War, Final Fantasy 13-2, Deus Ex, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like Mankind Divided? No, I think Human Revolution. And then Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, aka Final Fantasy 13-3, and then Deus Ex Mankind Divided, just to split things up a little bit, so I'm not just doing a bunch of Final Fantasy games. You know, I think I might have talked about this. I definitely talked about this at some point, probably in Dokapon Kingdom, probably, actually. But, well, I was talking with a friend online, and you know what's really nice? Being, like, able to be open about, like, kink and stuff. And not feeling like you're gonna get judged. And, like, I mean, I don't know, I think it's okay, like, to have, it's certainly okay to have opinions and be reserved about some things. But, like, putting somebody down because they like something, even something you find disgusting, like, there are things I would not want to talk to somebody about, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, I'm not gonna put down their interest. Like, as long as it's safe and, you know, between consenting adults and all that, you know. Like, beyond that, you know, I don't see why it's too much of a problem. And I'm sure, like, as long as it's safe between two, you know, or, you know, consenting adults, you know, more than two, possibly. And, you know, as long as it's, you know, safe and all the necessary precautions are taken and everybody's open and honest with each other, you know. And yeah, then there's some things that I would just not want to talk about. That being said, like, it was, and you know, I have a friend in real life who I've talked about and was like, yeah,